Hello, I'm Tristin Thomas. I'm here to do an outro interview for the next Top Singer show that I was a finalist in. A little background by myself. I'm 26 years old. I live in the beautiful state of Oregon. And if you don't know where that is, just think California, a little farther north, not as warm, few extra trees, and way better drivers. My reaction to the result. I will admit, I kind of saw me coming in second or third, most likely third. I kind of saw it coming just from viewing the other entries, getting the feedback from the judges, and realizing I took on a song that was a little ambitious, maybe not the best competition wise, and there's a little bit of polishing that could have been done on my part to make it shine like I should have. As for the winner and BB, both of theirs were very well put together. Hooney did very well. I really liked his entry. I really liked BB's entry as well. I was kind of a toss-up between which one of them would win. But both of them worked very hard. Both of them deserved it. And congrats to them. My expectations when entering the show. Well, there's always a little bit of reserve when you just see something online, because it's the internet. But sort of just putting in the audition and then watching as it progresses and just seeing how it's put together, it's good judges, good community and everything. My expectations for being slightly skeptical went to this is actually a good experience, both to get me into singing, recording, doing more of this, as well as finding getting feedback, which is just important in any realm of artistry, whether it be music, drawing, acting, any of it. So it went from being skeptical to being very, very surprised by how well the show is put together, and props to you guys for doing that. What do I think about the judges? So I'm going to say I love all of them. Petri's great, Andrea's great, Mark is great. I love that they have such a good dynamic while debating the different songs. They all have their points, it bounces back and forth. And because it bounces back and forth, from a contestant view, you never know what's going to happen, but you also know it's not ever going to be rigged because of that. And I appreciate that all three give very good kind of pinpointing feedback, kind of going, here's what you need to do better. This is what you're missing. And even when they kind of do it in a general sense, there's enough specificity there to kind of give you an idea of like, oh, this is what I need to work on. So I was impressed by the judges, and I really appreciated their feedback. Think of the other contestants. Well, if we go from the very beginning of the show, it's a little hard to keep track of 100+ contestants. But as we started going on, everyone I saw, I was impressed by just everything everyone was bringing to the table. And I always found it a fascinating experience to be able to see so many different approaches, so many different interpretations of all these different songs. Am I happy with my own efforts? Yes and no. Mainly because I wish I had taken more time and gone forward and actually been able to bounce songs and stuff off the mentors more, get more feedback, be able to do more. But mixture of, work, etc., etc. I wasn't able to put as much time into this as I would have liked. And then with a couple of the rounds, there was a certain amount of, I don't know any 2000 songs apparently, and I have to learn. And so it was a little bit of a time crunch just going, 2000s, those existed. Do I have any regrets? Same as before. I wish I would have used the mentors more, talked to them more, submitted my stuff, been like, hey, and got more feedback from them. That's my biggest regret. My favorite thing is probably actually ended up being the boy band. Just because working with Ty, Robert, and BB, it was just kind of fun to see a project from multiple people just kind of come together like that. And again, we did have a couple little things, as were mentioned in the judging, that we could have done better. But the overall process of just doing that and working with someone, it was fun. As an introvert, a little bit stressful, but fun. Least favorite. I thought all the themes were good. Probably the most stressful for me was the 2000s, because I didn't really know any decent 2000s competition song. And so that left me, shuffling through Spotify best hits of 07, 06, and just running through the years going, which works for me and my voice? Once we came through, I actually ended up finding an album that I really liked. So that was a good result. And tips for future contestants. So the only thing I would say is go for it. Like, push yourself, find ways to kind of push what you're capable of, and then get feedback. Whether you reach out to the mentors here, or if you have someone at home or a friend who is musically inclined, or just has a good ear, send it to them. Get feedback, because that's the one biggest thing I was missing this entire competition, was getting feedback, which would have fixed quite a few things that were pointed out. So push yourself, but get feedback to make sure you're not pushing yourself too hard. And other than that, you'll compete, have fun. The whole thing about music is expressing yourself, kind of bringing something to life. I mean, you don't have to be, Pavarotti level of technical proficiency to be a good musician. You just have to have a good artistic expression. So keep singing.